How to foreclose on a tax lien property. How do investors elevate their potential profit acquiring properties through tax liens? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how it works. In this video, I'm going to cover where to find these tax liens, what the price points are, what to look out for, and some of the most common mistakes that novice investors will make on a regular basis if they don't know what they're doing. And stick around, because at the very end, I've got a little bonus for you that'll catapult your family's financial wealth and future going through the ceiling. I'm telling you, stick around to the end. I'm going to help you out with that. Okay, so let's get right down to it. What is a tax lien certificate? First of all, a tax lien certificate is a first position lien on a property due to delinquent property taxes. See, in over 2,000 jurisdictions across the United States, once a property owner becomes 1 year delinquent on the property taxes, the county can hold a sale where people like you and I can go up and put up the money for those delinquent taxes. Now, time out. By the way, if this is helpful information, thumbs up. If it's not helpful, put 2 thumbs up and subscribe and send it to 5 of your friends that you don't like. Maybe it'll be beneficial to them. I don't know. But thumbs up and hit the comments in there. I answer all the comments, okay? You're not buying somebody's home. All you're doing, in fact, you're not even dealing with the property owner. The county literally will be your workhorse in this whole process. So why would the county do this? Because they're obligated by law in all 50 states, including Guam, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. If a property owner becomes 1 year delinquent on property taxes, the county government is required by law in all states to put a lien on that property. There's 2 things that can happen. Okay, once the lien has been put on that property and it's been delinquent for a minimum of 1 year, it has to be delinquent 1 year, then the county can say, we want our money now. We're going to offer those liens to the public, give them our interest rate. And you want to write this down. Your interest rate can be anywhere from about, 10% on the low side to 16, 18, 25, even 36% on the high side. Again, mandated. That's right, you heard that, mandated by state law. So they say, we need our money. What do they need their money for? 95% of county's revenue comes from property taxes. So you've got things like roads, bridges, fire departments, police departments. The big whopper is education or schools, school districts, right? They say, look, if they're not going to pay the property taxes on it, what are we going to do? And I'm going to say, they say, it's you and me. Okay, actually, county governments is probably the most pure form of our democracy there is out there, because it's like, okay, we're going to manage this money that's coming in from the local municipality, okay, from properties, that everybody that's enjoying this beautiful area that we have here and loves it when they go to a 4-way intersection, there's stop signs or stop lights, and their kids can actually go to a well-functioning school, and there's not potholes the size of small buses to swallow your cars up. Anybody's been to those countries, you know what I'm talking about. So they're saying, okay, this is what we're going to do. As a totality for the states, they say, if people don't pay their property taxes so that county doesn't become a burden to us, they have the right to conduct a sale. And at that sale, they can sell their position to investors, that's me and you, and we'll just give them the interest rate. Now, again, I'm not buying somebody's property. Let's say I have a certificate in my hand and it's paying, whatever that interest rate is. Let's call it 18 for this argument. When the property owner comes down to pay off the property taxes, they go to the county. They don't even know they have a lien. They don't know I've bought a lien on the property. Doesn't matter. The county's already warned them. They say, hey, I know I'm late. I'd like to pay the property taxes. I don't know if they say or care about whether they're late or not, but that's what they do. And they say, how much do I owe? And the county says, you owe this much money, which is everything plus the penalties and interest. They go, okay. And they write a check and then give it to the county. And the county sees that you are the lien holder of record, and they go, okay, by law, we're required, because we've already got our money, to give it to that investor, that's me and you, plus all the interest rate on that. That's how it works. I get a check in the mail, okay, for my investment plus 18%. Think of it this way. What I did is I sent the government money and they sent it back to me with more than I gave them. Doesn't matter what happens with the stock market, the bond market, the foreign market, who gets elected president, or whose TikTok is trending right now. Okay? It's plain and simple. Either the property owner redeems or they don't. When they redeem, you get your money back plus a substantial interest. Now let's go to the other side of that. Foreclosing, I bought this lien and it's gone past the redemption period. What that means is this: at the end of 2 years, it's no big deal. I don't call the property owner. I'm not dealing with the property owner. I'm dealing with the county. I call the county. Hey, remember, they're your workhorse. And you say, property owners failed to pay off the property taxes. As you can see, I'm the lien holder of record, and I would like to go ahead and exercise my right to foreclose on the property. Please, don't do this on your own. Okay, don't do this on your own, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to either call the county, they'll help you out with it. If they're required, use them. If not, find a good real estate attorney in that particular jurisdiction that understands the rules and start the foreclosure process. And what that process kind of looks like is this. They're going to send out notifications to everybody that has a financial interest in this property. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, any one of those out there, it doesn't matter, okay? They're going to send a notification out to all those people and say, look, if somebody doesn't come and pay the county the taxes that are owed on this property, plus that interest and penalties on that, we, the new lien holder, is going to foreclose and we will own that property. And here's the kicker. Because I've taken over the county's position, I also have their strength. So I have the ability to wipe out and extinguish all liens and encumbers in that property, including Bank of America, including Wells Fargo, including Aunt Sally, including the mechanics lien, including, yes, even the IRS. Okay, so it gets everybody's attention and then they come down and pay it off. But if they don't come in within that prescribed amount of time, some counties it will be 60 days, some of them will be 120. It depends on where it is. Again, check your local jurisdiction on that. Make no mistake about it, there is no gray area in it. If nobody comes in to protect their position on this, including Bank of America, Wells Fargo, the IRS, or the property owner, make no mistake about it, it will be my property at that predetermined time period, and there's nothing anyone can do. I will own that property free and clear of all liens and encumbrances. Now, this process of foreclosing, don't do it on your own. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That's like saying I'm going to go in and change the batteries on my Tesla because I know how to change batteries. I mean, why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. Why would you foreclose on a property? You're not an attorney. Okay, hire somebody else to do it. See, here's the thing. It doesn't matter. If I pay an attorney, a couple $1,000s to foreclose on a property, because your fees are going to be anywhere from about, $500 on the low side, maybe a lot, up to about $3,000 to $4,000 on a more complicated property. If the property owner comes in during that time period, okay, they will have to pay your attorney's fees also. Now, there are a couple jurisdictions that don't require you getting deed application fees back and stuff like that. Stay away from those places. Kentucky comes to mind. There's a couple counties there that won't allow you. So, you've all heard me say, unless you like bourbon or horses, maybe stay away from Kentucky. It's a beautiful state, but maybe not for tax liens or deeds. So those are some of the things that you're looking at when you're foreclosing on the property. Now, here's a little tidbit. I promise you some bonus stuff at the very end, and here you go. You can also go into county inventory and buy a tax lien certificate that's already gone past its redemption period. In other words, I can go ahead and buy a lien that's foreclosable immediately. This is called a foreclosable tax lien. Not real complicated, right? So I buy the lien, the redemption period's over, boom. And I can start that foreclosure immediately on that property, okay? That just speeds up the deal. So why would I do that? Well, if I'm buying 20 liens that already are ready to foreclose on, in other words, the redemption period has ended, it's like taking 20 shots on goal as opposed to buying 20 tax lien certificates that I've got to wait 2 years for redemption period. I can't even attempt a shot on goal for 2 years. So this might be a way where you accelerate your profitability and make it come back a lot sooner, okay? This is the great news of all this. You really want to learn how to make a lot of money? Do you want the strategy that's going to blow you through the moon for you and your family and provide financial independence from this day forward? Then all you need to do is get a hold of my brand new course, because I go through this step by step. It's in so much more detail than this. Click the link down below. Okay, that's higginsmethod.com. And I'll send out my complimentary course that'll show you exactly how to provide financial independence for you and your family. God bless and good luck.